Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be filming today. We got a lot of snow last night. I think it was 4 to 6 inches and there is a lot of snow outside, and because I'm a teacher I get a snow day. Yay! One of the perks about being a teacher is snow days, and I feel like just like a little kid where you sit in front of the TV and you watch and you watch and watch, and even though I have it set up to where they will call me, I don't know, it's just still fun to watch the thing scroll at the bottom of the TV. So yay for snow day, yay for filming tutorials all day. But I do have a tutorial for you today using the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I think this palette retailed for $49, but I did purchase it at Ulta, which means that I got 20% off because they had that whole coupon deal running last week. So I picked it up and I think I got $8 off of it, so it wasn't too bad. But here we are, and as you can see, you get 14 colors? Yeah, 14 colors, which usually there's only 12, so there's 14. So 14 matte colors here down at the bottom. I love matte colors, anything. And then so you also have shimmery colors on top. Today I used basically this side of the palette, and then I plan on doing maybe an anti-Valentine's Day look using this side of the palette. So lots of browns, lots of warm tones, but there's still a lot of cool tones as well. Some of the shimmery colors don't swatch as well. As you can see, this is their S3. Some of these you might have to dig into a little bit with a penny or however you tend to do it, but there's S2. And these blues down here at the bottom are gorgeous. Ooh, that one's very nice. This is S7, just kind of a cool toned blue shimmery color. The matte black in here is very black, which is always nice to have in a palette. And then I love these cool toned browns here. This is M6. I'm a terrible swatcher, but very nice cool toned brown. And now I'm all swatch-tastic.
Swatch-tastic.
The reason I bought this palette is because it really stood out to me. Like I said, I love matte colors, so I had to purchase it and pick it up. And I've never tried Smashbox eyeshadow, so that was kind of an exciting thing to try, and I do like it. Like I said, some of the shimmers you might have to dig into a little bit, but for my lips today, I'm super excited about this. I purchased the MAC Rhianna Viva Glam Rhianna Frost Pink red lipstick, and as you can see, it's just a very pretty frosty red. It gives a very shiny frosty finish. I really like it. I love the packaging. I think the packaging probably makes for this, and it did benefit the AIDS and HIV Foundation. I want to say all proceeds went there, so definitely pick this up. I'm not sure if it's sold out yet. I want to say they made an abundance of it, but as you can see her little signature right here. Awesome. I was really disappointed that I didn't pop on the Riri Woo lipsticks, but I want to say hopefully they'll relaunch that and I will be able to pick it up because I really want it. But happy enough with this. As you can see, very pretty look. I think it goes really well together. I will be separating this video into Smashbox Full Exposure palette and a separate video doing my foundation routine. There's a lot of makeup on this face, but that's how I like to do it. So make sure you check out my foundation routine as well. And if you're not scared of dramatic makeup, make sure that you stay tuned and watch my tutorial. Alright, so as always, I already have my brows done, and you can watch my brow tutorial. I'll link it below. But I am going to start off by priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is just their original formula. And yes, I am using a sample pack. I got this from the Naked 3 palette. A whole lot of primer samples, and I'm just trying to use them up, and they have just lasted forever, which is awesome. So just taking that primer and priming both lids. So going right into the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. After playing with it for a little bit, I've noticed some of the colors aren't all that great, but you know, you make it work. So I'm going to take the Sigma E25 brush and go in with this first color. It's just called M2. I'm guessing it's just the matte 2, and taking that on the brush, and I'm going to work it from the outer corner and blending it into my crease inwards. Next, I'm taking the Sigma Tapered Blending Brush E40, and I'm just going to take that and blend everything out. Next, I'm going to be laying down a shadow base. This is just the Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. The reason I use color bases like this, or shadow bases, cream bases, is to let the shadow that we put on top of it be even more intense and really let it adhere and pack on as much color as possible. So I'm just taking that on a clean finger, and I'm going to be placing that all over my lid, really packing it on and making sure it's blended out. You want to make sure it's blended well so that it doesn't crease. But I'm just taking that on my lid, and I'm just going to bring it up slightly, a little higher than my crease, because I have pretty small lids. You can always do this with the brush if you don't prefer to do it with your finger. Once our base is put down, I'm going to go in with a short shader. This is just the bed head. It's called the Love Brush. It's just a short shader brush. This is going to help pack on as much color as possible. And I'm going in with that shade. It's called S3. It's kind of a pretty glittery champagne-y color. And I'm just going to be packing that right on top of where we put our shadow base. And I'm just going to be using dabbing motions instead of swiping it on. Swiping it on is not going to help it pack in as much color. So just really staying on the lid. Try and stay out of your crease if you can. I'm going to go back with the E25 brush and blend everything back out. Going back to this short shader brush, I'm just going to be taking, it's called S2. It's just a little bit darker than the S3 that we put on, but I'm just going to be packing that on the outer half of the eye, staying away from that inner corner. Once again, going back with the E25 brush, just taking that M2 and really making that outer half of my lid really, really dark, and then bringing it inwards. I'm going to take the E40 blending brush from Sigma, and I'm just really going to lightly blend out the top part of that crease color, just making sure that there's really no harsh lines. I'm next taking the E45 tapered blending brush. This is one of my favorite brushes when it comes to hooded eyes. And I'm just taking that very chocolate brown color. It's called M1, and just taking that, and once again, really keeping it on the outer half of our eye here. And I'm going to be taking it on top of the lid and then also underneath that on our lash line. Blend everything back out with the E25 brush. I'm going to blend everything back out with the E40 brush. I completely forgot to do this, but I really wanted to use the brush that it came with. I just completely forgot, but I'm going to take this shade. It's called M4. It's just a very nice, creamy, matte color, and I'm going to be using that on the Sigma, or not the Sigma, the Smashbox brush it came with, and I'm just going to be using that as my highlight. And I'm going to go right underneath the brow bone there. I'm also going to take the S4, it's like the lightest shimmery shade, and pack that on, yep, there it is. Pack that on the inner corner of our eye. This will help brighten up the eye and make it look a little bit more open and awake. I'm just going to take that Love brush and repack those two colors and really blend the S4 and S3 together. Taking the Makeup Geek Outer V brush, you can get this on their website. I absolutely love this brush and think it is pretty unique from any brush that I've used. I'm going to be taking the color S7 and really packing that on the outer corner of my eyelids here. And I'm going to be keeping this in kind of a V motion. That's why it's called the outer V. I'm going to start it right there, and then I'm going to draw on the top and then also on the bottom, really creating like a V or C shape. going to blend out that black shade using an E45 brush, and I'm just going to really keep it precise right in that same C shape or V shape, not really bringing it in too much and not really bringing it out too much. You can really choose how much you want to build up the black here. I'm only going to take it up so, but like I said, it's a very blendable or a buildable black color, so you can make it as intense as you want. Going back with the E25 brush, I'm really just going to take this M2 color and really pop that right on top of where we put the black. It's just going to make a very nice transition shade from that black to the cream highlight that we used. I just feel like after this my eyes are so I'm just going to take a liquid black eyeliner and draw a pretty thin line on top of my eyelid here and then really wing it out. I really think that this brings the whole smoky look together. As always, I'm just going to be packing a matte black. I'm just going to use this M7 from the palette in a small angled brush. It is from e.l.f. And I'm just going to be applying that right over where we put the liquid liner. Taking that same brush and the same matte black powder, I'm just going to be lining the bottom outer corner of my eyes, really sticking close to the lash line. Using the Maybelline Clean Express wipes because we used a lot of chunky glitter shadows. There was a lot of fallout. This is why I always wait to put on my foundation. I just want to make sure that everything is removed and clean before applying concealer and foundation. Time to curl our lashes. I'm using the Revlon eyelash curler. Yeah, I don't think there's any other name for it. Revlon eyelash curler. Mascara, I'm going to be using my favorite mascara at the moment. It is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. I love this mascara, and I'm just going to be applying it from the roots all the way out, and then also applying it on my bottom lashes. And this is a pretty buildable mascara, so you can put on as many coats as you feel necessary. Next, going to be taking the Urban Decay 24-Hour Glide On Pencil. This is an El Dorado, which is a very pretty gold color, and I'm just going to be placing that right on the inner half of my bottom lash line. And I plan on going over this with shadow, but having the pigment here, or having the eyeliner here, is just really going to make that shadow stick out more. Just taking that same shadow that we used before, the S3, and applying it. I'm going to switch brushes here in a second because it didn't come out like I wanted to come out. So this is the Stila. It's called just had the number 4 on it. So I'm just taking that S3 and I'm going to pack it right over where I put that liner. Using the Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm going to be taking this in the very first color there called M1, and I'm just going to be placing it on the pencil and staying on the outer half of my lid there, or my bottom lash line, and just really smoking that color out. Now that I am back with foundation, we're going to put our lips on. So I'm going to be trying out the MAC Rhianna Oh, the Viva Glam Rhianna, and it's in a beautiful packaging like this, and this packaging is just so gorgeous. Very pretty red, kind of like a velveteen look to it. And this is the first time that I am using this, but wait for it. Very pretty packaging with her signature on it. And here is the color. Very pretty red, frosty color, and this is a frost. All proceeds for this went to the HIV/AIDS Foundation, which I think is really awesome. I love when celebrities do things like this, and all of us MAC junkies go out and buy it for that purpose. But all right, so I'm just going to be applying it without any lip liner on. This is the first time that I'm using it. I'm so scared. It's actually really pretty red. This is really pretty red. Yeah, I like it. And red is also perfect for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. Alright, so that is the end of my Smashbox Full Exposure and MAC Viva Glam Rhianna look. If you like this look, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe. It really helps me out. I really like making these videos for you guys, so make sure you do all those things. Comment below if you have any tutorial requests or comments, concerns, questions. I'm happy to take on any requests that you might have, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Beautiful makeup. I will also be doing a fade out. Foundation.